What's up, guys? I'm here to do a YouTube video on A Nightmare on Elm Street on Blu-ray. I should have did a review on this a long time ago because I've had this Blu-ray for about 3 years. I believe I bought this September of 2010 because around that time, that was way back when I upgraded from a DVD to a Blu-ray player, and I bought this recently after I bought my Blu-ray. And I believe there is also a DVD version of this, so those of you who still don't have a Blu-ray, because I still know people who don't have a Blu-ray still, this is definitely the most upgraded version of Nightmare on Elm Street you'd want to get if you're a Freddy fan, of course. And yes, this is the original Nightmare on Elm Street. This is not that piece of shit new one that came out back in early 2010. This one, like I said, I love the artwork on it. I've been a fan of Nightmare on Elm Street since I was 10. How should I put it? It was either Nightmare on Elm Street 4 or Wes Craven's New Nightmare that I very first saw, and I just started getting into Freddy. And when I started getting into Freddy after watching one of those movies, I just got into it to where I wanted to see the original one. And I'll tell you what, the ones I very first watched didn't scare me all that much. This one did scare the shit out of me when I was 10 years old. That scene where Nancy's sitting in her classroom and she looks out the hallway and sees Tina in a body bag, that scared the shit out of me so bad I actually turned the movie off. I mean, that scene just, it scared me. But, the more I watched it, the less it scared me, and the more I just actually enjoyed the movie. And actually, I'm going to say this is the reason why the original one is definitely my favorite of the series, and many will probably definitely agree. Because this was the only Freddy movie that could get me to turn the movie off. It scared me so badly when I was a kid. But anyways, I'm going to get out of that story about how I got into Freddy, and I'll take a look. I love the artwork on this. I don't know if you would describe this as a picture of a figure of Freddy or a shadow. It looks more of like a shadow. And I just love it because it's like Freddy standing there waiting for somebody to fall asleep so he could take his blades down there and cut the shit out of them. But yeah, anyways, here's the front. Here's the back. It says right here, one of the most intelligent and terrifying horror films of the 1980s, and I believe it. This one actually has, well, let me turn this back around. This one has a lot of special features on it. It has Ready, Freddy, focus points, see alternate takes, and learn filmmaking secrets behind the nightmare by jumping to video highlights while watching the movie. 2 commentaries, director Wes Craven, co-star Heather Langenkamp and John Saxon, and cinematographer, I can't pronounce their name, I'm sorry. And it says Wes Craven, co-star Robert Englund, Heather Langenkamp, and Ronnie Blackley. Producer Robert Shea and co-producer Sarah Risher. We get alternate endings. 3 featuring The House That Freddy Built, The Legacy of the New Line Horror, Never Sleep Again, The Making of A Nightmare on Elm Street, Night Terrors, The Origins of Wes Craven's Nightmares, interactive trivia track. So yeah, I mean, like I said, this is the Nightmare on Elm Street that has the most, special features on it. I've got them all on DVD, all the Elm Street movies. Sorry, I don't know why my finger's in the way. I'm sorry about that. I do have all the Elm Street movies on DVD. I know I've done a review on all my Chucky and all my Jason movies, and I will do a review probably in the near future of my Nightmare on Elm Street DVD collection. Like I said, I've been a fan of the franchise for quite a long time. I've actually enjoyed Freddy. I won't say he's definitely one of my favorite horror villains without a doubt. And like I said, this is definitely the best one. And as far as that remake goes that I was talking about, those of you that have not seen it, don't even waste your time on it, because you're really not missing out on one thing. I mean, the remake, it was basically based on Freddy being a pedophile. Unlike this one, this was about Freddy not being a pedophile, but he actually kills his kids. Or kills the kids of Elm Street, the kids of the parents that burned him when he was a human. And like I said, that's just what made the original Freddy more monsterish. so to speak. He seemed more demonic and demon and just evil. But yeah, like I said, I love the original Nightmare on Elm Street. I could barely watch it when I was a kid, but like I said, the more I watched it, the more I got into it, the less scared I was, and the more I just enjoyed it. And if this one can't scare you, then none of the Elm Street movies can. Because this was probably the most bloodiest, goriest movie of the Freddy franchise they ever had. And it also had a darker suspense to it, too, than any of the other ones did. Nightmare on Elm Street 2 was pretty good. Elm Street 3, good. Elm Street 5 kind of bored me. Freddy's Dead was pretty good. But, I'm going to talk more about each of those movies when I do my DVD review. But like I said, this one is definitely number one in my book. I absolutely love it. Like I said, I love the artwork on it. I just love Freddy's shadow standing there like he's waiting for somebody to dream so he could attack. I just love those blades down there. Freddy, he's a bad motherfucker. And he is. There ain't no doubt about that. But anyways, I just thought I'd do a review on this. Oh, well, there's the side. And like I said, I've had this already for about 3 years. I don't know why it took me so long to get around to doing a review of it. But I just thought I'd show off my Nightmare on Elm Street Blu-ray that I've got. I bought this at Best Buy, like I said, back in 2010 or so. It was shortly after my father had passed away, which God rest his soul, and it was also recently after I bought a Blu-ray player. This was probably one of the first horror movies I actually bought on Blu-ray. Yep, but like I said, I love the movie, and this actually comes in let me put the phone down for a second, sorry about that. This comes in one disc. As you can see right there, there's Freddy's face. And it's got, like I said, it's got all the special features on the disc. So yeah, like I said, if you're a Freddy fan, I would highly recommend you get this version of Nightmare on Elm Street. Of course, if you have a Blu-ray player, I'm sure any Freddy fans already got it without a doubt. But I just thought I'd do a review on it because I do love Freddy. He's one of my all-time favorite horror icons. And, like I said, this is the best one because, like I said, this was the only Freddy movie that could scare me half to death when I was a kid. But anyways, I just thought I'd do a review on that, and hopefully I'll see you next time when I do my Nightmare on Elm Street DVD collection.